it's a shame እውነት እናንተ ይቅር መጥፎ ቃል My grandma laughed at us at the end. Attempt scenario she goes, stop whatever you're doing. I'm total. Here's the thing. መጥረገኛ ሀገራውን በጣም ተወዷል
እሱ ነው እንደሚያጠላሽ It's not the fact that she's flying with it the fact that she took it ነው ያበሳጭሽ
ተከትለሽ ልትታያት ትፈልጋለሽ ማለት
መልሹ fine fly with it ግን መልሹ
እሺ መልሽ አምጪ Welcome to the Netsanet podcast with
Salatin Zion. Today we have an indelible segment of Meskel and our experiences with Meskel. How was it for you?
Which time? Usually we used to go to my grandma's house, Kakatama Uchi. That was the usual experience. This year it's different. We're staying here. Azim Honan, it was basically what we are used to doing. እንደ ትላንት ወጥ እንሰራለን ዛሬ በዓል እናሳልፋለን ነው ጾም ካልሆነ ቀን እና ጾም ስለነበረ ጧት ማለት ነው so yeah ምግብ ትሰራለሽ you stay and have a conversation with your family I went to visit my mom's uncle cuz I came back home we had wine I made cake sunbalan ከዩዥዋል ቴምፖችን ትንሽ ይለያል ግን usually what we used to do was so አያቴ ቤት እንሄዳለን አንድ ቀን ቀድመን ከዛ በኋላ እዛው ካሉት ግቢ ውስጥ ካለው እንስሳ አንድ እንትን ይከፍሉና ልጆቹ ይከፍሉና
sacrifice ይደረግላቸው
yes so ጧት ተነስተው እሱን ይሰራሉ the first meal you have usually ምንድነው ገንፎ or ቅንጬ depending on the day kaza usually you share that kaza በጉ ከታረደ በኋላ ወይም በሬ ቅርጫ ካላችሁ እሱ ከታረደ በኋላ ሲመጣ ወደ ስራ ትገቢያለሽ ከዛ ያው እንደተለመደው ጥብስ ትበያለሽ መሃል ላይ ከዛ በኋላ you do that የመስቀል I guess ልዩ ፓርቱ ደመራው ነው ሁላችን we used to love it ልጅ ሆነን አብረን እንዘምር ነበር ምናምን ስለዚህ እሷ ኖስታልጂያ ስላለች ደመራ ለማየት ትንሽ ተጓጓያለሽ I guess ሌላ ምን አለ
Is it large as you used to remember ደመራ
እዛ እንትን ነው ስለምፈራ የቸርቹን ኢቨንት አልሄድም
ስለምፈራ
ማታ ነው እና like ወንዶች ብቻ ነው ሲሄዱ አይቼ ማቃው and it's like it's one of the few things I don't want to partake in ቤተክርስቲያኑ ቅርብ ነው ግን ገጠር ነው there's no lights it's dark you have to know your way around and also like ጅብሊ መጣብሽ ይችላል it's a possibility
በእኛ ቁመት ደግሞ ከኛ እኩል ነው የሚሆነው eye contact ነው የሚኖረው
at least ጅቦች feminist ናቸው
a girl can hope
it's a matriarchy
really
the larger the jib the more female
I like that but I don't think it would matter በዛ ሰዓት like
ይልሽናቱ ትረጅኛለሽ አይደለም እኮ
you don't even know what happened today ብለሽ ማራንት ጀምራሽ if it was on Simpsons you would have some type of communication ሻት ካርቱን ላይ ቢሆን ኖሮ
that would be hilarious it would be hilarious how's your usual መስቀል
so usually እኛ ቤት የምናሳልፈው is ቤተሰብ ይመጣል and at least ድሮ ሁለቱም ቤተሰብ ይመጡና we used to have ልክ ከ6 ሰዓት በኋላ every guest ይመጣል ከ6 ሰዓት በፊት ያለው ስጠባብሽ ኩክ ስታረጊ cleaning up the whole house making sure everybody's happy ላይ ነው የምታሳልፊው and then eventually 6 ሰዓት ሲመጣ every family መምጣት ይጀምራል piece by piece by the time 12 ተኩል ሲደርስ the whole house is full of kids and family members and a whole lot of people screaming ምናምን ነገር ማለት ነው which I got so used to አሁን like ነገሮች ሲረጋጉ በኮሮና ምክንያት በኮቪድ ምክንያት ሰዎችም እንደዛ packed መሆን ሲያቆም it was almost like I felt like something was lost in the holiday
yeah spiritual
you really do miss it and ደግሞ I'm not a fan of crowds usually but ያ መስቀል apparently attach አድርጓል ከኔ ጋር በጣም በቃ I really do miss the old version of things እና ያሁኑ it's similar or close ዳመራ ያስፈራኛል
why ሮኬት
ኖ አይኔ ውስጥ ገብቷል እሳት
እስሩ ነበር
no I was a kid እና እየተሯሯጥን ነበረ and the next thing I remember something was burning my eye so like ከዛ ጊዜ በኋላ to this day there is certain level of fear I have ዳመራ ሲመጣ because well እንግዲህ አንዴ ከብላይንድነስ escape አድርጋለሁ ሁለተኛ ጊዜ መሞከር አልፈልግም
አይ ከምናስበው በላይ ጠንካራ ነው
በጣም
that gave me a scare
I'm sorry እና አሁንም to all of our listeners advice የማደርገው ዳመራና kids please just be safe because I know I'm not the only incident in that situation
sure can you give some personality
do not
እና you're like
no ይቅርባቸው personality
actually አልመጣሽም ብላ አኩርፋኛለች when she left for the ዳመራ downstairs and I was like አልመጣም he was like ማለት መታ የምር አንኳኩታ ገባችን I thought we had a conversation and I was like
that's my kid
oh.
that's my kid
apparently she became funny እና ጎቴ ጋር አብሬያት ሄድኩት ከሷ ጋር ነው እና ስንመለስ she was cracking me up it was you እንትን ነው as much as things are lost you know you understand there are new things you can appreciate should you choose to ahun currently it's my uncle came over my mom's old coworker came over me and Chachi we had places to be you can always develop a new rhythm
that's very true and
do you go to church መስቀል የቸርች ዳመራ
የኛ የድሮ ሰፈሬ ያራራ አካባቢ it was not a church thing it was more of ሰፈር thing እና ሁሉም ሰው ችቦ በጣም በብዛት ይገዛና እኛ ቤት ፊት ለፊት ነበር የሚበራው it's more of እኛ የምናከብረው like ክርስቲያን ሙስሊም ምናምን ነገር ብለን አልነበረም እኛ ሰፈርም ቤተሰብ ውስጥም እንደዛ አልነበረም so as a kid I always assumed it was like New Year's everybody ያከብራል ብዬ ነበር ማስበው even though it's a Christian religion ስለዚህ church ብቻ ለብቻው every church ያከብራል የሚለው ነገር አስቤው ማናላይዝ አድርጌው አላውቅም for the longest time like officially as grown up so ሆነ ያስተዋልኩት okay it's a Christian church እና ቤተክርስቲያኖቹም ለብቻቸው የሚያከብሩት ነገር አለ የሚለው ስለዚህ for the longest time because like እኛ ሰፈር ውስጥ ሲከበር everybody was part of it everybody joined like ድንኳኑን ለማስተካከል ለመጠባበስ ስጋውን ለማረድ everybody was part of the organizing and part of that culture and I've never even noticed it መስቀል ቢባልም I've never really you know okay የክርስቲያን ብቻ ነው ብዬ አስቤው አላውቅም ይሄንን አመቷል specifically
okay
ባይሆን ጥምቀት yes የክርስቲያን ብቻ ብዬ ማስበው አመቷል ነው እሱ
ቤተክርስቲያን መሄድ ስላለ okay እጥረቴ በጣም እየተሰማኝ so ሽሮ ሜዳ ያለው ቤተክርስቲያን በጣም ብዙ ነበረ actually ሰፈሩ ከቤተክርስቲያን ጋር በጣም intertwined ነው I would bet ሳይሆን like I would argue with just about anyone we have the best ጥምቀት እዛ ሰፈር
what makes it the best what is the category
ከትንሽ እስከ ትልቅ ዘማሪ ግሩፖች አሉ እና different languages of መዝሙር አለ እና like they are well dressed they're like so ordered namen baka like there's a certain level of order and organization to it and it's not so crowded that you can't see the festivities but also it's not so empty you can't feel it if it makes sense like everybody you know miyotaw everybody you could know like መንገድ ላይ ተሽምታቂ ሰው በሙሉ ልታይ ትችያለሽ it wasn't አሁን በጣም ብዙ ሰው ነው ያለው ያኔም በሰዓቱ ሰው በስቷል በሚባልበት ሰዓት ነው እዛ ሰፈር የነበርኩት ግን ሪላቲቭሊ አሁን በጣም ጨምሯል በዛ ሰዓት ላይ በቃ የማዘር ጀለስ እንትን ነበር ጸጉር ቤት ነበራት እዛ ውስጥ እዛ ጋር ቆምና እናሳልፍና ከዛ we go to the ታቦት ማደሪያ ኤሪያ ፕሩኝ እንበላለን ከዛ ተመልሰን እንመጣለን ማለት ነው
የተወረወረው ነው የምትበሉት
I was a child my life
yeah again like አሁን ያስተዋልኩት ነገር
ወረወራል ነው
ያው ሎሚ ኤክስፔንሲቭ ሲሆን አሁን ወደ ፕሩኝ ተናውታል
ሎሚ እንደ ፕሩኝ አይወደድም የበለጠ
no
ሎሚ ይወደዳል
እና በጣም
ፕሩኝ
የትኛው ነው የምታውቁት ሬድ
ውስጡ ድንጋይ ነገር
ነው like በጣም ትንሽ ናታ እንደውም እሷ ትሻልሻለሽ
I guess
ድሮ ሎሚ ነበረ ሎሚ ወረወር ይያርሽ
የታዝ ነገር I am joking. It has happened once. ተሳስተው ከኋላዋ ቆሜ ነበር እኔን ስትወርቀኝ.
There are so many jokes in that statement.
I'm joking. That never happened. I'm always with my mother. And my mom usually gives them the scary eyes.
I like Shiromedara. It's well known for its game and its artists. ስለዚህ like I expect amazing stories in our comment section. He posted direct.
Yes. እኔ እንጃ ሌላ ምን አለ? My favorite bit about መስቀል ሽሮሜዳ ያለን ቅርብ ነበር በጣም ቤተክርስቲያናችን እና like it was I love እኔ ማታ በጣም ደስ ይለኛል. I love ማታ, you know. Let's not give it other meanings.
ትፈልጋለሽ like a hint of fear.
So
it scares me though.
It doesn't scare me. እውነቱን ለመናገር a hint of fear የሚሰጠኝ ሰው ከኋላ ይሄድ ነው. ቀንም ቢሆን ማታ ለውጥ የለውም እሱ.
That's very true.
እና so ያኔ the only time we would be allowed to stay late is going to the church. እና ቸርች ሄደን ትምህርት ትሰሚያለሽ ምናምን ከዛ በኋላ እንትን ከተጸለየ በኋላ ይለኮሳል እና ይዘመራል። መዝሙሮችን ያኔ በጣም እናቃቸው ነበር። አይደል አሁን አዲሶቹን አላቃቸውም ግን የበፊቶቹ አሁንም they're still ingrained in me.
ዋናው እሱ ነው።
so like ትዘምሪያለሽ እና ከጓደኞቻችን ጋር ያወራ በጣም አጭር መንገድ ነች እሷን ዋካ አድርገን ቤት እንገባለን እና it would be okay. Now that was my favorite part. ከዛ በማግስቱ ደግሞ you get to enjoy your family, you get to spend time with them and ጠላ underrated pleasure እንደሆነ ነው የተረዳሁት.
It really is. በተለይ አንድ ሰው በጣም ጥሩ ከሆነ መጥመቁ ላይ it's amazing because like ስትቆሚ ነው የምታውቂው ቀጥቻለሁ ለካ ትልሻለሽ immediately. I know until that point when you're good and you're having fun እና ደስ የሚል ያቀዝቅዘኝ ብለሽ መጣጩ ነገር ነው. And then you stand up and realize gravity የቱ ጋር ታያለሽ
እግርሽ መጀመሪያ ከዳሻል ምላስሽ ቀጥሎ በማግስቱ ሄዴክ.
That's the minute you realize ቤተሰብ ውስጥ ነኝ and I'm gonna have to act some type of sober የሚለው
ግን like የጠላ ስካር አያዋርድም የጠጅ ስካር ያዋርዳል.
Those two are different. እኔ ጠላ ብቻ ነው because I don't intake honey.
ወይ ነው እንትን ጠጅ honey አይልም. common misconception ስኳሩ እንዳለ ፈርመንት አድርጎ ያልቃል. if it's sweet they probably added ማር again ወይም ስኳር ጨምረዋል ይዛን ቀን. it's not supposed it's some tangy woody taste ነው ያለው.
Which one is worse? I think like
for
the honey wine
the honey wine. ግን for your ጭንቅላት ጠላ ሄዴክ አለው.
That's very true. Even like ረፍት እስክታደርጊበት ድረስ you can feel your pulse in your head. Which is not supposed to be the case. I've been punished
multiple times and I still go back to it. It's a toxic friend. Yeah, I can't stay away. Like it's amazing. Why would I stay away? It's amazing.
The fact that we were discussing toxic relationships before we started this episode and then we were like, well, we all have our own, you know.
Yeah,
I understand that.
ጠላ መኖሩ ሁሉንም ባህል ያሳምራል ብዬ አምናለሁ። ሁላችሁም ጠላ ጥመቁ። ግን ጠላ ከሌለ like do you do every place ይለያያል። ኬኔቶ መውደድ ሌላ ስም አለው የለው?
Not that I know.
Do you like it?
No.
For some I know I have a sweet tooth. I can't touch it.
Why? No, I would think you would like it.
እስኪበስል like ትንሽ ሲበስል የሆነ ጠላ እስኪ የሆነ ባይባል
and it makes no sense to me.
Me too loves it. No, she keeps making it. አሁን ደግሞ አብሮኝ አልኮሆሊክ የሆነ ሴል ወላለ ባመር ካምፔን ራን ባደርግ I'm sure I'll succeed. ግን
make it happen.
ድፍድፍ የሚሸጥ ሰው ያለ እኛ ሰፈር. So you just have to mix that with water. እና ፈርመንት ታደርጊዋለሽ ታጣሪውና ፊልተር ከሆነ ዝም ብሎ ጉሽ ጠላ ከሆነ it's fine.
I think we have mentioned it in one of our episodes that I want to try like አረቄ መማር ፈልጋለሁ ያለው ጠላ መማር ፈልጋለሁ
ድፍድፍ የሚገዛ ለሁሉም ሊኖር ይችላል ጠጅ እንኳን ድፍድፍ
like how to make it ጀምሮ ነው መፈልገው from scratch.
እኔም እንደምፈልግ ታውቂያለሽ I want somebody like እትዬ እንትና የሚባል የባልትና መጽሐፍ.
My mom says she has it.
Let's print it out. Like let's
now that you've mentioned it we'll make it happen.
Yes, good like it
breathe.
I'll send you this meme. ግን አሁን ለአሁን እንዝለለውና እማሆይ እንትና ወይም እትዬ እንትና እማማ እንትና ያ የሚል የባልትና including የጠላ ድፍድፍ or like any type of ጠላ እንዴት እንደሚሰራ ምናምን ቢኖር like it would be amazing. shout out to ጆርዳና so መጀመሪያ like እንደ ጆርዳና ነው ምናምን ሲባል we had like bad jokes going on ምናምን ከዛ በኋላ like because I have a huge appetite my mom used to roast me eat like Karbala and then she bought her book. No, I never thought I would actually use it.
Oh, I
ካሰብኩት በላይ በጣም ጠቃሚ ነው. Even if you don't stick to like ይሄ ቃል በቃል የተጻፈውን ባታደርጊው እንኳን ኢምፕሮቫይዝ ብታደርጊው እንኳን የሆነ ስትራክቸር ይሰጥሻልና I have come to appreciate recipe books thanks to Jordana.
Oh.
Na በነካጃ ደግሞ እሷም የባልትና እንትን
በተቀላይ Google I found out that ዶሮ ወጥ አዘጋጅ ራሱ አለ እንዴት ብልቶቹ እንደምታወጪው and everything የሚለው ነገር አለ እና I found it very very fascinating.
ዶሮ መገንጠል ትችያለሽ?
I do now. እድሜ ለዩቲዩብ
my grandma laughed at us አንድ ቀን attempt ስናደርገው አይታ stop whatever you're doing አምጡታል.
I remember this time there was this competition. የዛኔ ነው I found out I have to learn የሚለው
just in case ወረድስ ብለሽ አልችልም ማንገደለው አበሻ እኮ በጣም የሚያጠፋው አልችልም አይልም አልችልም ማንገደለው
እና ልጅቷ መክተፍ ነው የከበራት እዛ ጋር ወጣ አዎ like normally ስጋውንም ሽንኩርቱንም ክትፎ አዘጋጅ ተብላ ሁለቱንም ከበራት ቆይ እንዴ ቢላ ሰጣት ክትፎዋሉ damn yeah and ሁለቱንም ከበራት and then I realized yeah I have to learn
በጅ ክትፎ መክተፍ ትችያለሽ አይደል how long would it take you?
It takes forever but I can do it with practice demo I know I could speed up so there is hope for me yet be ማሰብ ጀመርኩ
Morad is your best friend ስጋ ጋር ዲል ስታደርጊ like Morad is your best friend so is your water like Morad ያጠቁሮ የለ ቢላው yes ያ በቢላ አላስ ማለት ድሮ yes ግን አሁን ስንት ቴክኖሎጂ መጥቶ ይል እንዴ by the way recently ላኩ ይመጣል ብሌድ
እዛ show ላይ they were not that nice to that woman they commented on it ደግሞ they commented on it ምን ያህል ጊዜ እየወሰደች ነው ቺም ሴት ትባላለች አይነት ኮሜንትስ ነበሩ and I was like oh my god okay
but then again like here's the thing my favorite thing about one of my uncles ያለው ማለት ነው ልጁ እንዳረና this woman has a master's in public health okay she works for a lot of NGOs ምናምን ና ዳራት እና she moved out of the city into her husband's house ምናምን ከዛ በኋላ our uncle went to visit
naturally
ከዛ እንጀራ የምትጋግረው in a unique way ነው she starts from the center and now she goes out
that takes a lot she
actually it's like a skill if it works we're not fighting
ጭራሽ it's a skill ያልኩ ነው
most likely ቀዳዳ ስፖት ሳይኖረው እኔ እንስሳት ነበር ያወጣው the first few times
ሀገራት ነው እንደማያንዛት
ወይ my mom በልጅ ያቀልጂ ብላኝ ነበር
I made an Italy የሆነ ፖይንት ላይ
እኔ እንስሳት ነው ጆሮ ነበራቸው
it takes a lot for you to actually understand how it's ከለመድሽ በኋላ ግን naturally ይመጣል but until you do
and I can't do it when especially my mother around ኮንች ምንም ነገር መማር አልችልም I get too nervous that doesn't make sense
I think my mom has understood that situation and ቁጭ ብላ ነው የምታይ no matter what
I need you to leave the room now that type of situation no lane if I'm in the kitchen usually what I need you to do is like be very far away talk to me that's it kalona again like I need you to leave especially me and my mom they comment on how you do things you end like outcome satisfactory ቢሆን ራሱ how you did it will still be criticized and I don't have it in me
x አግኝተሽዋል ግን ፎርሙላው ለካ አይደለም ይልሽ calculation
like it's very frustrating that was actually my experience ትምህርት ቤት
ቆይ እንጀራ መትጋግረውን ብለሽ ታሪክ
sorry yes እንጀራ ስትጋግር like the husband started laughing and he called the father እና ያው እንዴት እንደምጋግር አለው bro, I paid thousands of dollars ብሮች የሷ education ላይ not for her to make ያንተን እንጀራ እንድቀጥሩ ነው
መጀመሪያ shout out to whoever that is. We love you very much.
And that is a fun. Maybe I have exaggerated. Do not come for me. ዘመዶቼ እንትን እያልኩ ነው ግን
እንዴ ካበላችሁ በቂ ነው እንዴት ነው ጀመረችሁ እንጀራ ወጥቷል so like
I was impressed ከመሃል ጀመረች ሲባል I was like I could have done that this whole time አልኩኝ I was like it makes sense I'm missing out ይሄ ነገር ላይ አልኩኝ I still don't know how to do it properly it would take like I would need to remind myself how to do it እኔና መጣዱ face to face ከሆነም በኋላ
እኔ እንደ just like painting ብዬ ነው ማንዘው እንደዚህ like
ታማየዋለሽ Oh, that's brilliant.
You know, it's just simply like I have to paint again, like I have to make watercolor እያፈሰስኩ አይነት painting ቢሆን ብዬ ነው ማሰብ so that sense. It calms my nerves ነው ግን not that I think
have
of it that way.
Have you seen that መጋገሪያ ማስታወቂያውን like ደፍተውት እንደሚያደርጉት
I haven't but I will today
like የሆነ የቻይና እንትን መጋገሪያ ነው መሰለኝ like ይሄ full pan ነው እና ውጭ ሀገር እንጀራ ሲጋግሩ ነው ያየሁት እኛ ሀገር መኖር አለመኖሩን I'm not sure ካለ ግን I do want to buy it saves a lot of space ይሄ ፒዛ መጋገሪያ ያለ አይደል ሁላችንም at a certain point ገዝተን ማን ተጠቀመው amazing for toast by the way ብቻ ሊጡን ያፈሱበታል they do this I was like the future is now
and after one of our friends recently ቤት ተከራይቶ እሱን እንመርቅ ሄደ ነበር and while we were in that kitchen I realized he as a man is very good at cooking and I was so proud of him for it and ሽንኩርት አከታተፉ ነው ያስደነገጠኝ አራሽም I was genuinely scared ካውን እጁን ቆረጠው ብዬ because አያያዙ no that is safe እኮ እዚህ ጋር ስትቆርጪ አይነካሽም ጣትሽን ነው he does this so like it's just a matter of time slip ካረሽ እዚህ ጋር የሚቆርጥሽ
I don't know man
like እንዲይዞ ነው የሚቆርጠው so like if you slip እዚህ ጋር መነካትሽ አይቀርም so like አየሁት because if you tell him while he was doing it ጭራሽ more riskን ልጨምር ይችላል so I washed እና ከጨረሰ በኋላ I asked him like you know there's a risk ለምን እንዲያትቆርጥም and he showed me already ቆርጫለሁ በደግሞ ነው and I'm like that is the dark comedy I was waiting for አመት ባል የሚያስመስለው ቆርጦት ነበር already እዚህ ጋር እና በጣም ገርሞኝ ነበር
ያ ሆሊዴይ ሳርታፍ ሽንኩርት መክተፍ ይሄን ያህል አስፈላጊ አይደለም መፈቅፈቂያው አላ በሰፊ ፓርት ጋር እናዞረውና ኦኬ ራሳችንን አንቆርጥ
by the way እንደዛ ከሆነ የማልቀሱን ጉዳይ ብናወራበትም ደስ ይለኛል ሽንኩርት ስትከትፊ እረር ብለሽ ምታል I don't know anything I don't know any solutions I'm asking it doesn't work
ለኔ it does ግን like you have to consistently ማርጠበት ትንሽ ኮንሱም ካደረገው በኋላ ሽታውን apparently the ሽንኩርት is trying to kill you did you know
I do that makes more sense because I'm crying the whole time I'm cutting it
I'm mourning your soul
it's terrifying every time ደግሞ በደንብ ነው የምናለቅሰው እኛ ቤት the whole family let me explain to you
ለምንድነው ማተንተማተን
መስኮት ከፍተን ሞክረናል ውሃ ፊት ለፊት አስቀምጬ ሞክረዋለሁ
አትክልት ያለበት
it does not let me explain how bad it is ለኔ personally like kitchen ውስጥ እየተከተፈ እኔ another literally completely different room ሆኜ አለቅሳለሁ completely የራሴ ክፍል ተቀምጬ
እንትን ዲፊውዝ አድርጎ የሚመጣው
I'm still crying ስለዚህ ራሴ በከትፎ ይሻለኛል ማላመልጠው ከሆነ
ማስቲካ ይባላል ጆሮአቸው ላይ ሲያደርጉ ይተሻል
I've tried everything
ማስቲካ
ሞክሬያለሁ ውሃ ፊት ለፊቱ አስቀምጬ ሞክሬያለሁ it still does not work it does not work
okay
መስኮት ከፍቼ ሞክሬያለሁ የሞከርኩትን ድንጋሽ እስካሁን ድረስ የኔና የሽንኩርት ጉዳይ አልገባሽም መስኮት ከፍቼ ሙሉ የቤቱን መስኮት ባጠቃላይ ከፍቼ ሞክሬያለሁ ውሃ ፊት ለፊት
ነው ይሄውላ
ነው ሲከትፈው ነው ሲላጥም ገድ
ምን ያህል ለምትከትፉት
like even ትልቅ ሽንኩርት አንዴ ነው የምንከትፈው we do it fresh እና ትልቅ ሽንኩርት አስቀምጬ መክተፍ ስጀምር በቃ I'm just crying look officially the first blade ሲገባበት ማለት ከተላጠ በኋላ I'm crying መስኮት ውሃ ማስቲካ I've tried it all አሁን maybe የእርጥብ ፎጣውን ለሞክረው እርጥብ ሶፍት ሞክሬያለሁ it has not worked ግን maybe ፎጣ will make a difference
ነው ሞከርኩት it makes sense ግን like I don't engage with ሽንኩርት that much and ሁለተኛ even if I do አልቅሽ ይወጣልኛል ብዬ የምቀጥለው የመጀመሪያውን ፓርት ታለቅሻለሽ ከዛ በኋላ ይደርቃል ተቀጣያለሽ
no ባይሆን ሳይነስ clears up ከዛ በኋላ that's a good thing ስለምታለቅሺ
the opposite so ሊያልቅ አካባቢ it clogs up now I'm suffering the whole day because I engaged with ሽንኩርት once
no
Then there are a lot of options of doing የሙያ activities and like I love me some hacks ይሄ life hack በጣም ደስ የሚል
it's required better if you want to save time in doing your work
ዳይሰሩን አይተሽዋል ወደ ታች እንትን የሚደረገው
I have ቆይ ልረጋጋና ላውራው በብስጭት መልክ ከሚወጣ after get that tea after the holidays can we talk about the ማጠብ yeah you have a great time you have an amazing time and ቤተሰቦችን እንግዶችን ከላክሽ በኋላ ከጨረሽ በኋላ the amount of stuff you have to wash and then ደግሞ if you're the person you're doing it with is helpful ጥሩ ነው እኮ if they're not helpful but still want to do it that ማታ ተሰርቶ like ጠዋት እንደ አመት ባል ማክበር አለብን የሚል ከሆነ ደግሞ ማታ የሚጠብቅሽ work is more exhausting ስጀምሪ ካለው work why give me solutions
I don't know እኛ የበላሽውን ማጠብ ትችያለሽ
እዛው ሰው በአቀበለሽ ቁጥር ማለት ነው
እንደዛ ነው usually የምናደርገው ካልሆነ ግን ውሃ አፍዩ like ብረድስቱ ልክ እንዳለቀ የፈላ ውሃ ማድረግ ወይም ደግሞ like ራሱ ከሰል ምናምን ይተርፍሽ የለ ሰርተሽ ሲጨርሺ ውሃ አርጊበትና ጣጂው ግሪሱን ምናምን ያጸዳዋል እና it becomes very simple
አሁን የኛ ቤት ምን እንደሚሆን ልንገርሽ the most fascinating thing ብረድስት የተሰራበት አለ and then transfer የሚደረግበት ለጌስቶቹ ለማቅረብ አለ and then ደመልሶ ስቶሬጅ ውስጥ መግባት ስላለበት ደግሞ ትራንስፈር ይደረጋል
ስቶሬጅ ውስጥ ሲገባ ድስቱ ይታጠባል yes
ቆይ አይ ያንን ሁላ ፕሮሰስ ጨርሰን ነው ከዛ ወደ ማጠብ መንገባው because we don't really have help we all are still participating in ሰዎችን ማዘዝ and ማስተናገድ ምናምን ላይ ስለምናል አዎ ማለት like at least 10 people and above ነው
isn't so ሳንግዙማ
and then ደግሞ እነሱ ደግሞ ልጆች አሏቸው so ልጆቹ ደግሞ they may give you sahanun ከዛ ለመጨመር ይፈልጋሉ so they want more and then by the end of it collectionun ስታዩ officially ዘፈን ከፍተሽ ተዘጋጅተሽ የምትገቢበት ነገር ነው እንጂ ማታ እንስረው የሚባል ነገር አይሆንም ከዛ ፖይንት በኋላ
my sister gets anxiety from like ስራ ሳይሰራ ሲቀር so immediately መሰራት አለበት what happens is you touch something አይደል ዞሮ ይታጠባል ከዛ I think our cousin ቤት ያለችው ተላልፎባታልና አሁን like when I am in the kitchen I tend to be very messy እቃ ማጠብ doesn't bother me as much like I just need to be left alone
እንዴት
እቃ ቤት ካለው I just need everybody else to be outside so if they're not there it will take forever yes I'll take my time and I'll do it ከዛ በኋላ እንትን እንላለን ካልሆነ ግን usually ከስር ያጣበን ነው የምናሳልፈው ግን as many people as you experience አናደርግም so our way may not be in your favor ሙሉ ቀን ቃል ታጥሙ ነው ማለት ነው ብዙ ሰው ካለ
እኔ አሁን I've decided ከማዘርጋም negotiate አድርገን that አመት ባሉ ካለቀ the next day ነው ምናጥበው so that we could take our time and not rush through it ማታ ሲሆን ግን ይደክምሻል እና እንደምፈልገው ራሱ አላሽውም because I'm tired በዛ ሰዓት so the next morning ዘፈን ይከፈታል ለባብሰን ነው የምንወጣው to do this and it's just part of the holiday በሚለው ማለት ነው
okay ብዙ ከሆነ ቃው it makes sense
ትራንስፈሩ ነው እኔ አሁን ባለፈው ያየሁኝ በጣም በቃ ታስብ የነበረው what is the shortest way like ያንኑ ብረድስ ማቅረባችን so fine
ለምን ተንቲናችሁ ስለሚመች
ለኛ አይነው ግን the image of it አምርም ነው so like እሱን በሚቀርብበት ሳንት አረጋለሽ more of ለማያዩ ሰው እንዲያመራ አርጋሽ and then ደግሞ ትራንስፈር አርጋሽ በሌላ ስታረጊው ለአንድ ወጥ ብቻ ሁለት ዕቃ ተጠቅመሻል ማለት ነው so አይነት ተጨምሪበት ደግሞ at least 5-6 ይኖራል so you have at least 12 ትላልቅ ድስቶች የምታጥቢው ማለት ነው so you really በተለይ አሁን እርድ ያለበት ከሆነ ደግሞ
ሁሉንም መቃበላሽቶ ነው የሚሄደው
exactly so stain
ነው
I know ግን እሱ እርዱ ይብሳል because like በጣም yellow tint ስለሚለቅ or somebody that sees it ለኔ አሁን I just want to ላውጣው ብዬ የምታገለው ነገር ነው የሚሆነው
ፍሬሽ ቢሆን እኮ ነው ታዲያ ለሱ የሚሻለው ካደረ ይበለጠ ይዛል ስቴን ያደርጋል
አዎ እንዘፈዝፈውና and then the next morning ነው የሚታጠበው ግን
that makes sense also the material ራሱ ማተር ያደርጋል ምን አይነት ማቴሪያል ነው የምትጠቀመው ሚሰበር እቃዎች እነሱ ግን በደንብ ስቴን አያረጉም ደስ የሚለው
አያረጉም but ማታ ማጠብ ማርፈልገው ለዛ ነው because you're tired chances of you slipping upም ይጨምራል በዛው ልክ ስለዚህ I prefer it when we're all awake እና በጠራራ ፀሐይ ቀስ ብለሽ the first thing we wash are the breakable and sensitive ones so that slip up አይኖሩ ገብቶሻል እየደከመሽ በሄደ ቁጥር ግን chances of you dropping something እየጨመረ ነው so at least የኔ ሃኮች አመት ባላይ እነዚህ ናቸው
ሌላ ምን አለ 6 ትልልቅ ድስት ውስጥ በየአይነት ባይዘው ጭንቅላቴ ውስጥ የቀረ ሐሳብ ነው why 2-3 ቀይ ወጥ ነው የምትሰሩት
አሁን በቅርቡ ራሱ አሁን ጾም ነበረ so like ምስር አለ ቡጥጫ አለ አልጫ ምስር አለ and then ምን ነበረ አተር ክክ ነበረ and ሩዝ ነበር ሽምብራሳ 6
I love ሽምብራሳ I'm dreaming
you will love it እዚህ ደግሞ
as we are saying የጾም ራሱ እንደዛ መስራት እኔ እንጃ ግን
ይሄ ነው
it takes a strong person
mom like it's fine let's take it easy ብላ ነው ሌላ ጊዜ እንጠባበስ የምትለው ነገር ስላለ በአሁኑ she was like ደክሞኛልና let's take it easy ብላ ነው እንዲያረጋችሁ so I thought
her idea of holiday light ነበር
light ነው emphasis on holiday light so like
so though
for anybody who's invited ይምጣ we might as well make that happen
it's a shame not እናንተ ይቀር መጥፎ ቃል okay yes. This was our NLP segment let's move on to our Netsanet I guess so today we're going since በዓልም ስለነበረ በዚህ ሳምንት መውሊድን መስቀልን ማሳልፈናል so በዓልም ስለነበረ let's talk about ዓለም ላይ ያሉ weird strange የምንላቸው በዓላት አሉ ሲጋም አለ ኔጋም አለ ተራ በተራ we'll see what has ለኔም ለሷም ጎላ ብሎ ይታየንን ከሊስቱ ላይ እናወራለን ማለት ነው okay do you want to go first
sure the one that interested me the most በሚለው ነው መጀመሪያው
እሺ
Krampus
እሺ
okay so from crawling with dead horses out to the Austria Krampus festival there are many ways for people to celebrate the holiday without elves on a shelf Krampus a horrifying black hairy horned figure is another scent oh I don't want to say this Saint Nicholas Day ወይም Christmas Day ላይ ያለ ነገር ነው የሚሆነው
ለዚህ ነው Christmas
I don't want to say
እኔም ሊስት ላይ አለ I'm looking at it
often armed with sort of whip and carries out punishment
did you just say whip yeah we're black woman
that's my point I did say I didn't want to say it for a reason
white people man
I know ግን like I think he Russian mythology ላይ ነው
Krampus Austria, Germany no, Austria Hungary
it's tough though
እሺ ናይት ኦፍ ዘ ራዲሽስ ይላል እኔ ጋር ሜክሲኮ ነው ይሄኛው ላኖቼ ዴ ራባኖስ ነው እሺ the night of radishes
a festival hope you're not cursing us in Latin
አይ አስፈልግም በአማርኛ ነበር የሚገባው a festival in which merchants and artisans sell radishes that have been intricately carved to depict nativity scenes, local wildlife, familiar architecture, and other relevant displays. The radish carvings are sold as Christmas centerpieces, and the creator of best radish design wins a monetary prize. እኔ እነዚህ ሊስቶች በጣም የሚያናድዱኝ ለምን እንደሆነ ታውቂያለሽ you can tell this was done by a white person. Like the whole list I've checked before I opened this, and now like it's very white. I don't make complaints ምክንያቱም የሰው በዓል ላውራ ብዬ የተቀመጥኩት እኔ ነኝ. So I'm just gonna go through this
in a very respectful
episode. Good, like every time I hear Christmas I'm like ሌላ በዓል አለ እዚህ ዓለም ላይ. እሺ ስንጨርስ I'll ask you a question.
እሺ okay, so this one I actually like. International Cat Day. It's the perfect day to give some warmth to your furry friend who always cares unconditional love and hugs.
Furry friend.
Yeah. Hug your cat. Hug your cat day is celebrated with joy every June the 4th ማለት ነው. I like that. When is June the 4th? ስንት ጊዜ ነው የሚቀረን? I want to celebrate
Sunny.
Yes, I want to
ግንቦት
do
መጨረሻ
this.
ወይ ሰኔ መጀመሪያ? I'm not sure.
Oh, I like let's bring cats and let's celebrate it by me.
I used to love pets.
But
I grew old and bitter.
like that inclines you to be the crazy cat lady, no?
I actually now that you experience one thing at a time, and now I don't want to take care of anything. It's a thing. Like, no, I can choose not to have a pet.
Okay, to each his own.
You want pets?
I do, and several. Bians, man, it's like
strong judgment coming in from
I
my
know,
direction.
I understand. Like at least 3 dogs as well, though.
Are they going to be large? Okay.
Yes, very large dogs. Like TikTok, like there was this trend. Large dog privilege የሚለው ነገር where wherever you go with those dogs you're technically safe because ስለዚህ like yes I want dogs.
That is a good selling point. Again, like imagine having a bat.
A bat? A bat? See like
እኔን ሀንት ቢያደርገኝ ስማታ like አይነሽ ብልጭ ብልጭ
the dogs go. By the way, have you seen this girl that got attacked by her pet dog and completely mutilate ያደረጋት?
ምን አድርገው ነው? ሳኔስ ጥፋተኛ I can tell. እሺ
አንደኛ ሬስኪው ነበረ ውሻው and ከሌላ ውሾች ጋር ነው አንድ ላይ ያስቀመጠችው and usually when they got into a fight እሷ ስትመጣ they break it off except this time he didn't እና ከሌላኛው ውሻ ስታስነሳው he started attacking her daughter was in the same room so she had to make sure her daughter left to the other room and she had to fight him for at least 15 minutes እጇ ፊቷ ምናምን ነገር was just horrendous.
ስጋ ቦጭቆ አውጥቷል. And you want a dog?
I do.
ግን like ከቡችላነት ጀምሮ ነው?
Yes. Does it make a difference? I'm not sure. Am I willing to try? Yes.
I think it makes a difference. ምክንያቱም ማለት ውሾችም ያው እንስሳት ናቸው እኛም እንስሳት እንደሆነ ነው የሆነ ጉዳት ከደረሰባቸው በኋላ I'm sure they want to defend themselves. He was like you're the alpha, I'll take care of you today.
I don't want to laugh.
He did.
There was this show on Dome, How to Train Your Dogs የሚል show አለ.
Oh yeah, I remember it.
And it explains that until you're the one to eat first, he's going to assume he's the alpha. If you feed him first, in his head he's the alpha and then you're the beta. You eat and then feed him, he will understand that he's under your control. የሚለው theory አለ. So like
no በሻውሾችም እንዲህ ነው የሚሰሩት?
I don't know. Researchን እንስራ?
No, I don't want. እውነቱን ለመናገር I don't want. I do not want to find out እውነቱን ለመናገር.
Dogs I feel like
no, I like animals. ከሩቅ ግን like I don't want to be responsible for one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
ደግሞ በዚህ ላይ I have come to appreciate silence. Again, I did tell you my dream animal when እንደሆነ if I was going to have a pet.
Yes, parrot.
Yes, it will talk back. It's the only benefit.
I like silence ብለሽ ሳጨርሽ and then I want to parrot.
Like what would I make the exception for? Like it's a dog. What am I going to say? Woo ሲለኝ woo ልለው ነው? And don't mean someone there's this content. There's this white guy that makes ድመቶችን essentially ማናገር ይችላል Now he tells you phrases to use on your cats.
It always amazes me. It's never a black or Indian guy that claims these things.
Indians speak to snakes.
No, they sing to snakes. No, they don't speak to them. They sing to them. No,
Even better.
It is.
They do this.
Oh, snake dancer. I don't know.
Like I'm sure they claim to speak to any animal. Gan እሱን ወደ ጎን እናድርገውና ከሪሰርቹ በኋላ እናወራለን. So he claimed he can communicate with cats እና ድመቶች የመጥሪያ ቶኖች ምናምን ለሰዎች ቲክቶክ ላይ ይናገርና cat ladies being cat ladies they try it.
Does it work?
Some of the duets I've seen is like this is come below. He shows them an intonation to meow. Meow no get like different
tone አለው.
እና they do it and the cats actually come to the owner.
There are so many jokes in that statement. We'll skip by it. Kathy, your turn.
For no payment. Anyways, so there was that. I guess if that was the case, I could, like, if we could communicate with the animal, I could consider it. Then, like, if we're not going to talk and you're just going, like, I feel bad for not paying attention to them that well. And I would not want to be not entertained. I'm feeding you. You're in my house. Make me laugh. What is this?
By the way, like, you can communicate with your pets through actions የሚባለው theory አለ. They will show you what they need and what they want as long as you know the patterns of that animal የሚባለው theory ስላለ. Okay, so what's next on the holiday?
የኔን ልንገርሽ?
Yes.
Hide the brooms ይላል from Norway. Some Norwegians believe witches and devil spirits roam the night sky on Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
What is a witch's preferred mode of transportation? Of course, naturally, a broomstick.
There is a theory behind that, which we're not going to speak of.
Tell me, what's the theory of the broomstick?
It is not PG. So I can just
look up why witches use broomsticks. I don't want to use my imagination here.
You should not. You don't know nothing.
So out of an abundance of caution, of course, people in Norway hide all the brooms in their houses to prevent any witches from getting their hands on them. Sometimes people will take it a step further by firing a warning gunshot into the air to scare them off. Here's the thing. መጥረገኛ ገራም በጣም ተወዷል።
እሱ ነው እንደሚያጠላሽ እና the fact that she's flying with it, the fact that she took it ነው ያበሳጭሽ።
ተከትለሽ ትታያት ትፈልጋለሽ ማለት
መልሹ fine fly with it ግን መልሹ
እሺ መልሰሽ አምጪው በማርያም like ሞልቢያ ለመግዛት ሞክረሽ ታውቂያለሽ?
No.
ነጯ ሞልቢያ ስንት ናት አሁን? It's so expensive. ድሮ እኮ እኛ 25 ብር ምናምን ሲገዛ ነው የምናውቀው እና 100 ምናምን ብር አልፏል። 80 ብር እና ከዛ በላይ ነው። እና like 80 ብር በጣም ትንሽ ናት። አዎ እና like it gets more expensive like ማቴሪያሉ እየተሻሻለ ሲሄድ ደግሞ more expensive ይሆናል። Funnily enough ማቴሪያሉ ተሻሻለ የሚባለው አይመችም ስላለመድ ነው።
አይከባና
Anyways, ሞልቢያ እና መጥረጊያ ላይ ቀልድ ባይኖር ደስ ይለኛል። Again, white people talking about witches on Christmas Day. Let's bet. Ooh, it's not Christmas. It's Epiphany this time.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Speaking of witches, the Italian version of Santa Claus is an ugly but kind old witch called La Befana.
La Befana?
Befana, I think. The Maggie stopped at her house to ask direction on their way to visit baby Jesus. They invented Befana to, I may be butchering this name, I'm sorry, to come to them with their journey, and she said she had too much housework to do. After they left, she changed her mind and tried to find them but couldn't. So now she flies around on the night of January 5, the eve of the Epiphany. ለኛ የዛን ቀን መሆኑን እርግጠኛ አይደለም. Which marks the Maggie's meeting with baby Jesus. Much like Santa, La Befana delivers toys to children instead of milk and cookies. Italians leave out a plate of sausage and broccoli and a glass of wine for her. Not bad as a meal.
Broccoli and a glass of wine.
Sausage, broccoli and a glass of wine.
I like it.
You can boil.
Oh, the Santa, it was cookies, አይደለ?
Cookies and milk.
I prefer the glass of wine.
kind of got sold.
አይደለ?
ዋይን ሲሉ እሺ
So on recently the US government claimed aliens are real, and now we have documented them and we have information about them. It's just we're not ready to disclose all the informations ብሏል. So in that regard alien abduction day የሚባላለ March 20th ነው.
እሺ
So alien abduction day, special interest on March 20th. The childhood dog that your parents told you ran away, it was aliens. Abduct ተደርጎ ነው idea. So it really made my day in the mamba.
Oh, like you've never had a pet die? ልጅ ሆነሽ? አይ አደልት ሆነሽ
Yes, I have.
It was not scarring enough as an experience that you want pets now?
I think we've just passed that
I
part.
like it. My heart is too broken. I can't take in another one and they die.
ማለት would it be better if they died or they got alien abducted?
Alien abducted, obviously.
Why?
They're still alive.
Maybe ነው እኮ ሪሰርች ሳምፕል ነው የሚሆነው። እኛ ኤሊየን ሪሲቭ ስናደርግ ሪሰርች ልናደርግባቸው ኤክስፐሪመንት
Humans
ልናደርግባቸው
are unhealthy species. You can't project humanity onto other species. Species. You know what I meant to say.
It was fascinating.
We're projecting when it comes to alien conversation. One, አሁን ገና ነው ሪያሊቲው እንትን ኮንፈርም የተደረገው። እሱንም እየሰከሱን ለአለመሆኑ ምንም እንትን የለውም መረጃ የለንም። ሁለት, how do you know they need that information?
Why would they abduct a dog or anything else any other way, you know?
No, I don't think they do. Then if the choice is there between death and life,
no.
I understand. Good, like it's very like it's a reflection of our inflated ego that we think aliens are going around abducting us.
Which reminds me, a most fascinating thing. Kaza ቀጥሎ they posted a possible alien body. አይተሽዋል አይደል?
Mexico, no, I think.
Oh, exactly. Great. And አየሁት, and I sent it to somebody that knows more about the world and its nature than I did. And he explained it in a way that I found very fascinating. And አሁን our inflated ego ያልሽውን ነገር perfectly ነው explain ያደረገልኝ ለእኔ. Because alien X-ray ላይ ሲመጣ it had a ball and socket joints and ምንም አይነት አዲስ ወይም different አይነት skeletal system አታይበትም. And I realized the closest thing we can imagine to aliens is a different version of us, no? Like way አፍንጫ የለውም or a different skin tone ነው የሚኖረው or ዞሮ ግን አይን ይኖረዋል or some type of form of us ነው የምታይበት እና
Which animal do you think on earth has like the most effective body for their life?
I don't know. I can't say. I think each one of them is very efficient. But you know, so good.
Giraffes are not efficient. They are confused.
But
Have
they
you seen them
survive.
try to drink water? ሲደባደቡ አይተሻቸዋል? It's the funniest. በአንገታቸው ነው የሚደባደቡት. It's like no.
There's a lot of facts about the giraffe that I don't want to say because like you know how they know when their female counterparts are ovulating? You do?
I don't. I'm hoping you tell me. You know what?
I'm arguing for it so now.
Again, like optimum body mass and bite size yellow.
Bite
like,
size. Oh, okay.
Survival awareness.
I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
ምንድነው hippos bite size አቸው በጣም ግብዳ ነው. They are confusing enough. ምንድነው hippos ሳይሆኑ ቆይ I'm not sure if it's hippos. ጉማሬ
hippos ናቸው ጉማሬ
no okay ውሃ ውስጥም they're huge but like they can run fast, they can swim fast. You cannot kill these people things. I'm trying not to curse it. No, like the bite size is bite sizing. Like anything they can kill. That's like why can't we imagine aliens to be that way?
Like sea animals fascinate me.
we're sidetracked.
እንጨርስ
Burning of the Devil, Guatemala, which when families in Guatemala set bonfires outside of their homes, essentially chibbo no gan, you know, effigies of Satan, and they burn effigies of Satan to expunge evil spirits, celebrating victory of good over evil. This celebration is accompanied by traditional donuts, warm fruit punch. It signifies the start of Christmas season, of course. So it's supposed to be, Christmas is a ብዙ backstory ያለው አይደል?
Oh, and every culture has its own version of usually celebrating it. That's very interesting እውነቱን ለመናገር. At least I find it to be.
Of course. So apparently southern hemisphere usually northern hemisphere winter experience ያደርግ summer ነው experience የሚያደርገው southern hemisphere ላይ ያለው ሀገራትና አውስትራሊያ ውስጥ በጋ ነው Christmas time በጣም በጋ ነው. So naturally many Australians head to the beach. Families and friends partake in swimming, picnics and volleyball, often some surfing Santas
no?
Surfing Santas will make an appearance. A couple of Sydney beaches are known to be a hotspot for foreign travelers and backpackers in recent years. Wild parties thrown have been gotten so out of hand that alcohol bans have been implemented. This is the beach party in Australia. Venezuela has roller skating to mass.
I feel like there's a lot of accidents in this.
Well, okay,
Oh, this one you're gonna love.
Okay.
National Chocolate Day.
መቼ ነው ንገሪ?
January 28th.
ቅርብ ነው.
I know.
3 ወር? You could do this.
እና ካናዳ ነው የሚደረገው?
Yeah.
And I like it.
I like it too. Funnily enough, it's not Swiss. When Australians are surfing, Venezuelans are skating. It is a long running tradition for entire capital of Caracas to roller skate to early morning mass on Christmas Day. ጠዋት ቸርች ሲሄዱ roller skate ነው የሚያደርጉት on Christmas.
I feel like it's too risky. ያ ሁላ ሰው roller skate ላይ like there's bound to be a number of accidents.
እሺ like so የተጠቀጠቀ መንገድ ላይ መኪና ስትነዱ ልብ ካላችሁ it's less accident. It's less even if there are accidents, it has less impact. Does that make sense? Because you don't have yeah, it's the same thing with this. ብትወድቂ ሰው ትከሻለ ነው የምትወድቂ ትሄጃለሽ. በባስ እንደሚሄድ አስቢው.
ግን like
never experienced it.
No, I have. ግን
ሃይገር አይቆጠርም.
No, but I have done it. Like መርካቶ ስትሄጂ you don't really have a choice እኮ በዛ ሰዓት.
እናም ሰፈር ግን like በባስ በጣም far cheaper የሆነ experience ነው.
Trust me, I know. That's my point. I've done it
ከኛ
before.
ሰፈር
ግን even you know what? Let's not talk about bus. I have a lot of no fierce አይደለም. They actually grope you. We know this እኮ.
Groping-ን ታዩ የሁላችንም እንትን ነው. ፐብሊክ ስፔስ ቤቴ ነው kind of እንትን ይጨምራል. እና like በደንብ ነው የምንጠቀመው ባስ ሲሆን it's a different behavior ነው የምናሳየው.
No. Just no. Like understanding who skita ብዙ ነገር ላይ አንግባ ቀጥይ. National Spaghetti Day.
እሺ
We are starting to talk about strange and weird holidays in the world with one of the most delicious holidays. Every year, January 4th is celebrated as National Spaghetti Day. Pasta orders are increasing every year as pasta is now preferred as the main meal with its rich ingredients. And restaurants offer this taste with variety of world cuisines. I think I can say with confidence that this is the proudest day for Italians.
Spaghetti Day?
I want to try
this. Pasta Day no?
Spaghetti Day.
Oh.
Specifically spaghetti, man. What's the difference between us?
እንትን it's the spherical one አይደል spaghetti ማለት
like ፓስታ ብለን የምናውቀው ማለት ነው.
ግን like
እና ፓስታ ካልሹ ደግሞ በእነሱ
it's everything. What are your favorites?
You wouldn't believe me. lasagna is my favorite.
Of course. Again, over the years I've come to telateli. And what ውስጡ የሚሞላው ምንድን ነበረ? በአር ነው የሚጀምረው። ራቪዮሊ።
Okay. በቺዝ እና በሶስ ሞልቶ የሚያስቀምጡት?
It doesn't have to be cheese. You can fill it with anything depending on the sauce you're going for. I really have come to appreciate those. ግን lasagna always undefeated.
Definitely.
ግን macaroni has climbed the stairs because it drunk food ነው. Like I know this will come off weird. Again, like a little bit of meat አርገሽ ታውቂያለሽ in your sauce መጨረሻ ላይ.
Yes.
Thank you. እና like when you're tipsy እና ቤት ነሽ እና like አልጋሽ ውስጥ ልገቢ ነው
like ያለው እዛ ጋር ነው cuz like tipsy ስትሆኚ ጨጓራሽም የመታመም ቻንሱ ሃይ ነው.
No. ትንሽዬ like አሁን ለምሳሌ for a bowl of macaroni half a teaspoon በቂ ነው.
It does give it flavoring. Beautiful flavoring.
Okay, that's all I had for today. Do you have more?
I want to talk about Halloween, considering it's Halloween. The coming month. I'll let you go first. What do you think about it?
To say.
About Halloween? I found it very fascinating because origin ያደረገው ከሜክሲኮ Day of the Dead በሚለው ነበረ and then ወደ US ሲገባ Halloween ወደሚባለው ተለወጠ and እኛ ሀገር ደግሞ it's very frowned upon except this new generation ማክበር ጀምሯል in certain locations and considering እኛ ሀገር ብዙ ጊዜ costumes አይሸጥም there's a DIY way of actually doing it which people do to such creative length. And I thought that was fascinating enough to talk about.
My the common misconception about Halloween is because it's themed dark. The beginning of the celebration is it is assumed. It's assumed the veil between the living and the dead, the thinnest የሚሆንበት ጊዜ ነው. And so that is where you celebrate your dead. Essentially የሞቱብሽን ሰዎች celebrate የምታደርጊበት ነገር. Funnily enough, it also falls on a solstice. So we picked and choose like Christmasም solstice ነው እያከበረን ያለ ነው. Halloweenም solstice ነው. So we're just doing one and not the other kind of conversation ነው የሚነሳው. That being said, have you celebrated Halloween እዚህ ሀገር እስከዛሬ?
Yes. One of our friends' birthday Halloween ላይ ነው. Two.
የዛን ቀን ነው የሚያርፈው እና it's nice to see them ምናምን happy early birthday I guess
ለሁለታችሁ.
So I like that ከጊዜ በኋላ when you get to know it I really like it. I'm not sure if I'm up for the horror theme.
It doesn't have to be horror theme. Horror theme Mexico ላይ ያልሹ ነው. It's like saying goodbye to the people you loved because the veil is thin በሚለው ነገር ነው. አሜሪካ ላይ ሲገባ መጀመሪያ it's the idea of scaring off evil በሚለው ነው ኮስቲሞቹ የመጡት and then ነው evolve ያደረጉት to be creative and dark ምናምን ነገር. So አሁን it's more of an artistic expression of the character you want to play in the movie ነው. እኛ ጋር በተለይ ሲከበር we're not really aligned with that idea. Who do you want to be for a day ነው. So, like, you can be Tinkerbell for a day.
Sorry. I like the green. I like the green. I would enjoy that.
The Grinchum are green casters. Elves.
All of the above. Well, elves have jobs. The Grinch doesn't.
Yes, you know. Interesting.
The Grinch doesn't have a job. Good.
By the way, Jim Carrey explaining the Grinch in some tashwal, it felt like I was in a coffin now, being in that much የሆነ makeup and that much clothing in front of such heavy lighting. It felt like I was in a coffin and it took time ብሏል. So I would not recommend it for Halloween እሱ costume.
No, personality አይበቃም. That being said, I think we're done with this episode. We'd like to thank Taraki for their space and platform. Thank you all for joining our YouTube channel and thank you for having us today. See you next time.
Bye.
Yeah.